Hey, Brandon, did you guys consider making any moves for the bullpen, or you feel okay with how the unit is going into the series?
Yeah, we did consider it. We're pretty banged up. So love to get some innings out of Lopi tonight. And there's a few guys that are going to be down. Hopefully we can kind of catch our breath and give some guys some rest here going forward. But yeah, it was in consideration. It's going to be in consideration all series.
Dan Carly?
And when you say banged up, are you talking just rest or are you talking about ailments as well?
Well, not ailments. I mean, we've thrown a lot of innings out of the bullpen in the last couple of weeks. And yeah, I didn't phrase that correctly. I meant that our bullpen got beaten up a little bit this past series.
Brock?
Brandon, Tony LaRussa was pretty outspoken about one of his guys swinging 3-0 in a lopsided game against a position player and hitting a home run. Wilkerson yesterday gave up a home run. Do you have any opinions on that unwritten rule about that happening?
I do believe in not showing up other clubs. I do believe in playing the game in a professional manner at all times. For me, when a position player goes on the mound, you're just hoping that this game ends and that everybody comes off the field healthy. And if somebody swung 3-0 against Stevie Wilkerson, then I just want it to be at somebody. I honestly just want the inning to be over. That wouldn't affect me.
Steve?
Brandon, a question about Valdez. Since he joined the club, he's obviously been one of your better bullpen arms, but some nights it's hard to get a lead to the ninth to him sometimes. Have you ever considered you might have to shuffle him in earlier some nights to get more use? Not that he hasn't pitched some innings, he's pitched quite a few, but some role adjustments.
Yeah, we've considered a lot of role adjustments. I think there's a lot to go. I mean, there's been some moments this season so far where, especially like in the Yankees series, like a heavy right-handed lineup pocket or half of a lineup that's coming up. There's been some consideration of putting Valdez in there in the 7th or the 8th inning. We just don't have the guy behind him right now. And I think Paul Fry, for me, has worked his way into that. I could possibly do that with him, but there's not a safety net there. So I've been trying to get the ball to him in some capacity, just because we don't have much experience in the 9th inning besides that. And so it's been challenging. There's no doubt about that. And I think we're just going to continue to kind of play with it a little bit. But yeah, when you have a bullpen full of, a bullpen full of inexperienced guys and guys that really haven't pitched in a ton of big spots in their career, and now we're kind of scuffling a little bit, possibly from starters going short, possibly just because it's now the 2nd month and teams have seen them, or bullpens kind of go through the ebbs and flow of the season also, where guys can get hot for a while, then there's a couple bad outings, and hopefully you get them hot again. It hasn't been easy. I don't have a ton of guys down there with much experience. So, Valdez has shown that he can get some outs in the 9th inning, and the games that we've won, the majority of the time he's been on the field for it at the end of the game. But yeah, that could change going forward also.
Yeah.
I really don't have a question, Brandon. I just wanted to break up the MASN question monopoly, so I had to get in here a second time. No, I'm kidding. With Santander being obviously in the middle of the lineup now for you, what does that do for the lineup? But also specifically, what does that do for Trey? Because you got somebody behind there that I think pitchers obviously fear a little bit as well.
Yeah, definitely. And early in the year, Trey was hitting 2, Santander 3. Today, I have Santander hitting behind Trey really for that reason. And also because Anthony doesn't have a ton of at-bats either right now. I mean, he's missed more than a month. He played in a few games. He had to sit out a few days. I just know that there's going to be somebody behind Trey that's going to really compete at the plate and as a threat, and like watching Tony hit. So, we're going with this right now, but yeah, it's nice to see him back in there, and that hitting behind Trey was part of the consideration.